The facts matter.
We're living in a paranoid, anti-evidence mindset with about 60% of the population believing more in conspiracy theories than anything they can actually factually find. Conspiracy theories used to be seen as bizarre expressions of harmless eccentrics, but not anymore. Gone are the days of the outlandish theories about Roswell's UFOs. Instead, today's iterations have morphed into weapons, turbocharged by social media. They spread with astonishing speed, using death threats as currency. Today, with their first cousins being the quote-unquote fake news, they're challenging society's trust in facts at all. At its most toxic, this possesses a profound threat to our democracy by damaging its bedrock, but it also damages the human mind, and that spreads too. There's a shared commitment to truth, and everybody believes that to be true, but in reality, people don't need evidence anymore. As a matter of fact, they don't even want to look at it. They seem to find comfort in conspiracies, and they seem to find comfort in belief versus actual factual evidence. Their growth, reach, and scale is astonishing. A University of Chicago study that was estimated in 2014, half of American public consistently endorses at least one conspiracy theory. When they repeated the survey last November, the proportion had risen to 61%. The startling finding was echoed by a recent study from University of Cambridge that found 60% were following a false narrative. The trend began on obscure online forums such as alt-right's playground 4chan, and soon media entrepreneurs realized that there was money to be made, most notoriously, of course, Alex Jones, whose site InfoWars feeds its millions of readers a potent diet of lies. That is what we're viewing on these YouTube channels. An attempt to try to make people to believe that believing in what their statements, their opinions are, supersede anything that is actually documented evidence and truth. It's up to those of us who are still critical thinkers and feel that the facts actually matter to ensure that as many people as possible continue to use their critical thinking skills and read the actual evidence. Remember, people that can make you believe in absurdities can make you commit atrocities. You may wonder what my reasoning is behind going into that lengthy speech in the beginning of this video. It's because I have dedicated the last 3 years of my life to factual information being placed on the very social media platform that spreads falsities like wildfire. As you know, I've battled everything from the secret squirrel accounts all the way to healthcare products that have no basis in factual information. They don't care how many people they harm, like Jilly Juice, who ultimately could potentially be responsible for killing 3 people due to extreme doses of salt being in their diet while they were ill. I'm seeing more and more, not just through looking up different things having to do with statistics on those that are conspiratorial thinkers, but con artists in addition, who take full advantage of the fact that 60% of our nation and many other countries in addition seem to be happier with following blindly rather than actually looking at the facts. As a matter of fact, They refuse to even look at the facts. And then you come across channels like this one, who has another channel with a lot of followers on the other channel, and will give you large doses of conspiracies and tell you that factual information like Snoop for Truth's information, where he goes into great detail to ensure that people understand the documents that they're looking at and what those documents mean with verifiable and sourced proof. They tell you not to pay attention to those. The main narrative is more important, regardless as to whether those facts are real or not, regardless as to whether there is integrity and decency in what someone is telling you. The overall narrative is more important, so stop nitpicking. I find that to be disgusting and without any integrity whatsoever. Over the weekend, I found out that this particular channel that you're looking at here actually went up against Snoop, protesting against factual information on Snoop's board, message board. This particular party made a video called "The Hoaxes of Deborah Tavares?" and went on to say some pretty ugly things with regards to information put out there by Snoop. Let me take you through some of that. The link to this video will be in the description for you to take a look at yourself. The person who's narrating this video says "The Hoaxes of Deborah Tavares?" goes on to notate that in Snoop's work, Snoop admitted that there may actually be an elite plan to carry out the extinction of mankind, and that all he has proven is that the documents used by Deborah Tavares do not support the proposition. For this reason, the critic contends that the documents used by Deborah Tavares are completely irrelevant, insignificant, inconsequential, and petty even. She contends that the real issue here is the planned extinction of mankind, not the documents used in support of the proposition. But let's talk about this for just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Because Deborah Tavares claims that her documents are what support her conclusions. And now all of a sudden, it's not about the documents. The documents are about Deborah Tavares. So this is not about planned extinction of mankind. When Snoop does research, he's researching the facts that Deborah herself claims are her purpose for believing in the extinction of mankind. This is about Deborah Tavares' honesty, candor, character, and integrity as a source of reliable information. This is about credibility, reliability, and intellectual honesty. What the documents prove is that Deborah Tavares is a con artist and a liar, and that is the point. I challenge everybody that views the anti-Snoop video that's in the description of this video to, number one, carefully read his work using critical thinking skills. Number two, click on all of the links and attachments for the proof, especially at the bottom of Silent Weapons. Number three, analyze Deborah Tavares' honesty in light of her overall pattern of conduct. Number four, identify a single false statement of fact in Snoop's work given in the links and attachments to the proof that's been provided in the comment section, pinned to the top of the comment section, and in the description of the videos. And number five, remember, those who can make you believe absurdities can make you commit atrocities, and words can lie, but patterns of conduct never lie. So what does Deborah Tavares' pattern What does Deborah Tavares' pattern of conduct say about her honesty, her character, her integrity, and her reliability? I challenge all of you to defend the truth regardless of what that truth happens to be. That is what this channel is all about. That is what Snoop's work is all about. And remember how dangerous to our society it will be if this trend of paranoid anti-evidence mindset continues to go forward and grow. Soon, the facts won't matter. Is that the world you want to live in? A world where you're told to not trust anyone, including your own doctor, your own attorney, anyone who could potentially help you when you have a hard time or you get sick. Yes, you need to be careful. Yes, you need to watch out. Knowledge is what gives you the power. Real, honest, reliable, verifiable, and sourced knowledge is what gives you the power to be strong enough to overcome the liars, the con artists, and the frauds. If you're willing to listen to someone else's opinion and classify it as factual evidence, if you're willing to make statements like alternative facts, if you are willing to let others run your life through a video screen, then there is a sad, sad awakening that's coming, and it won't be one you like. Real, factual, verified, sourced information is the only way to arm yourself against those that are truly harmful to you. That is what I provide on this channel. That is what Snoop provides. It's our only hope, folks, for knowing how to protect ourselves and for knowing how to deal with a society that is increasingly more lazy and increasingly more uneducated. I hope everyone will take the opportunity to go over and watch this video and then take a look at the facts in my video and maybe even start up a conversation with those in the comment section who are so incredibly misled. Provide them with links over to Snoop's page, which I will put in the description area. Provide them with links to the videos that Snoop and I have done together. Tell them to think critically. It's necessary. 61%, folks. 61% would rather follow blindly conspiracy theory driven websites and channels and social media platforms. They would rather follow blindly. But then they turn around and call those of us that research sheeps. And then it gets worse. They try to get our channels taken down. They try to start a protest against those of us that are providing actual, verifiable, and sourced information because they'd rather not see it. People out there would rather be angry. They'd rather be terrified. They'd rather follow falsities. They'd rather claim that it doesn't matter what Deborah Tavares' facts are, because what we need to believe is that the elite want us all dead. Even though the factual information in which Deborah Tavares herself claims is her reasoning behind believing or behind stating that someone is out there to kill us all, even though that information has been debunked and proven to be inaccurate with actual links and verifiable information that you can look at yourself. She herself claims that those documents that have been debunked by Snoop are what she bases her opinion on. But these people say it doesn't matter. This YouTuber claims it does not matter. What really matters is her statement, just her statement, that the elite are out to kill all of mankind. Critical thinking skills, non-existent. Blind followers, true sheep. It's up to the critical thinkers to step forward and help that situation, to lower that figure from 61% back down to when it was in the teens. I hope you'll all join me in trying to open the eyes of some of these people that refuse to look at actual factual information, because it does not stop with Deborah Tavares. It does not stop with the April Lejunes. It will not stop with the Harvey Dents and the Money Boy Films and the Dorsey Resources and all of the Moores. It won't stop with them. This will continue, and they will make millions and harm more people. At some point, this has to stop. And the only way to do that is to get the information out there. Many of you may wonder why it is that there's only a few of us watchdogs and the rest of everybody else out there spreading conspiracies like they're water. The $, folks, is the reason why. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers. And my little ad revenue is barely enough to keep ink in my printer. But these people, the more outlandish that their conspiracies are, the more they try to defame those of us that are actually spreading truth, the more and more money that they get. Thousands of dollars in revenue every month. Because anything that spreads outrage makes more money than the simple truth, which generally is not all that exciting. This is getting to a dangerous level, a very dangerous level. You'll find the link in the description of this video to the video that I'm talking about, and of course, the playlist for Snoop will be listed there also. I hope you'll join me in attempting to try to inform people of actual facts and the fact that they need to think for themselves. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.